Hello, welcome everyone to the beYOUTHiful event. My name is Nicole Dennis and I am here with these other four amazing women, Janine Babauskis, Jen McDonald, Julie McDonald, and Sally Diamond. That's all. Which of these things that you're looking for more of in your life? One, are you looking to reduce the signs of aging, like less wrinkles, less saggy skin? Or two, are you looking to have more energy, like so that, you can do more things? Three, are you looking to have less aches and pains? Like some people, that's a real challenge for them. Or four, are you looking to sleep better? I know when I sleep better, I definitely feel a lot better overall. Or are you looking to balance your mood, to feel more happy and things like that? So I think that a picture speaks 1,000 words. So I want to just show you some visible results of things that, I have personally seen when people have started to use these products. So the first one here, this is a lady, and this was very, very early in my journey of being introduced to redox technology. I actually was invited to this lady's home to do a demonstration for her, and she had a lot of people there. And she got these results in 7 days by using our topical redox gel. So this is before. She didn't change anything else that she was doing. She just used the topical redox gel, and after 7 days of using it twice a day. So you can see a very big difference in the visible signs of aging that she experienced there. And so she was really excited by this and wanted to share it with a lot of her friends. She had a lot of other benefits for her well-being as well, but this is obviously very, very easy to see. And this slide is just like a little bit of an overview of different kinds of visible benefits that people experience. So you can see this gentleman in the top left here, he had like some skin challenges, some skin conditions, and you can see that he got a result in that. This lady, again, in kind of the middle at the top, visible signs of aging around the eyes, definitely something that, I don't like as I get older, when I can see those starting to appear. And you can see the flattening and softening of those lines in just 28 days. Another great result for the neck, which does tend to affect us ladies more than men. And this result was in 16 days. The one on the bottom left in 28 days. So it's actually, this product is working at a cellular level to reduce the signs of aging. This other one in the bottom middle, this is Tanya, and you can see here that she has had to have some pretty significant surgery there to have some things removed from her skin. And following that surgery, she used the redox gel, and you can't see any of that scarring whatsoever, which is pretty amazing. And I know, people do not like to have scars on their face. This lady here had significant, on the bottom right, pigmentation on her skin following pregnancy, and you can see that she has had a great result there as well in just 28 days. So pretty phenomenal. So that's just like a little bit of a overview visibly of what people can do. So now I'm going to hand over to Sally Diamond. So Sally Diamond is known as the body specialist, and she has dealt with loads of famous clients, including all the over women tennis players, all the ones whose names end in over. I know nothing about tennis, but I know that the overs are very famous. Sally is also going to talk you through how to do a 3 in 5 with your sample. So you can have an experience, a guided experience of the topical redox technology. So over to you, Sally.
Thanks, Nicole. It's great to see you all here today. My experience is working with people in their body discomfort and their health. And so using Renew 28 for me has been one of the best products I've ever used in 30 years of practice. And I like to encourage my clients to take it home and use it all over their body. So 3 times in 5 minutes is something that I discovered early on when I started using Renew, because I would put it on my clients a lot in the hour treatment. And when you lather it 3 times in 5 minutes, you'll start to see a result. So I'd like you all to rate your issue from 1 to 10 if you have a sample tube or a tube of Renew with you at the moment. And the first thing you're going to do is shake the tube. So you want to shake it. That mixes the molecules with the gel. And when you shake it, every time you use it, you're going to shake it. You're going to use a blob amount on the hand there, and you're going to put it. I'm going to use it on my neck because you can all see my neck. But the vagus nerve is here, and I would recommend that you all use it on your vagus nerve every single day. So you're going to rub it. So now you can take your tube out and rub it, and you're going to rub that amount all over your neck area, covering the front of your neck, or it might be your shoulder, it might be your lower back, it might be your elbow, wherever it is that you're putting the gel at this time. You let it dry for just a little minute, and then we're going to do it again. So you're doing it 3 applications with 3 nice, generous dollops, and you're putting it onto the area of your concern, whether it's your discomfort, or it might be a skin issue, or whatever it is, something that might be in your digestive system, onto your stomach. So you're putting it on 3 times in 5 minutes. So it's just 3 applications going straight on. So once you've done that, I'm also going to demonstrate for you how I use it on my face, because 30 minutes ago I was swimming in the ocean. And when I get out of the ocean, the first thing I do is put on the gel. So you're going to take the gel. I apply it like sunscreen, and it goes all over the surface area of your face. So after you've cleansed, it might be something that you use. I put it over my eyes. I put it behind my neck. And it goes on my vagus nerve and also over my thyroid area. So every day, morning and night, this is a routine that I've been doing for 6 years now. And I have no visible signs of wrinkles. It's completely got rid of my redness on my face. That was the first reason that I was using the gel. And so when you apply it to your face, I just keep rubbing it until it's completely dried. So if you've rated your pain out of 10, we're going to check back with you shortly and be able to see exactly how that's changed for you, and you'll be able to post that in the comments. So I'm going to wait 15 minutes, and the next speaker will ask you to rate that again for you. But some of the other things that you can use Renew 28 for, and this is a really cool new discovery that ASEA has put out in their marketing, but it will help to reduce the appearance of cellulite, wrinkles, and enhancing skin texture and smoothing the skin. So this can be used on your face, on your legs, on your tummy area if you've had children, like a lot of us. The skin does not go back to how it was when we were 30, unfortunately. But with Renew 28, it has really helped my stretch marks and the appearance and the texture of my skin. You can also use it for skin recovery from any type of discomfort, from disturbed skin or irritation that might be occurring from shaving after sun. It's the first thing we use after we've been at the beach, like I said, and if there's anything that's happened to your skin while you've been in the sun. And my favorite thing, of course, for my clients and after sport and after exercise is to put it on your muscles, usually before an activity and after an activity. You can experiment with that by going for a run. If you haven't run, do it before and do it after on just one leg and just see how that recovers. But it's something I do particularly after exercise. The Renew 28 contains active redox signaling molecules, and this supports our body on all levels, right down to that cellular level. So there is no moisturizer in the Renew 28, but it's increasing our skin hydration by 11% and our skin elasticity. So there's a number of great things that we've shown through science on how it's improving our skin. It's non-greasy, it's gluten-free, it's available for all skin types, and you cannot be allergic to it. So it's a really great product that you can add to your skincare regime and to your entire body.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sally. So yeah, really great, simple to use. That's one of the things that I love about this product so much, is that everyone can use it, and it's so easy to use. Just pop it on just like that. We've got another comment here. Awesome for any first aid. So really incredible. I use it for that all of the time. I have a 3-year-old who likes to run full speed and often runs into things when she does that. Next up, we have another health professional joining us. So Jen McDonald has been a reflexologist for more than 20 years and now has added a redox educator to her role. So I met Jen fairly early on when this technology was launched in Australia as well. So she's been using it for quite a while, and she's got a couple of great case studies to share with us. So over to you, Jen.
Great. Thanks, Nicole. Yeah, obviously that's the first slide up of one of my clients, but really early on for me, I was introduced to this technology via a sample, a little bit like what's happening right now with people being introduced via a sample. And for me, the moment I got it on my body, for all my discomfort and my sun damage, and I had joint issues with my hands, being a reflexologist for more than 20 years, I could, at one point, I could hardly actually clasp my hands together. So it was just a real game changer for me. And once I started to see those kind of results, Then I started to share it with clients that had some issues. And obviously, because I am a reflexologist and I deal with feet, I do see lots of foot issues. And this is one in particular. And this is a lady who came to me and wanted to use the product all over her body. But she also said, I've got this issue with my foot. I don't know if it can help. And she showed it to me and took a photograph of it in November 2018. And it was a swelling that pops up through the tissue through bones. Really, really hard to move. And she tried lots of things. She actually couldn't wear a sandal and she wanted to go on a trip. And she said, I don't even think I'm going to be able to wear proper shoes. So I said, well, I know it works with swellings. Let's try it. And she did. And she started getting changes really quickly. And within 2 months, the swelling had completely gone. And she'd had it for 3 years. So that was pretty amazing. And then the next slide, if you want to put the next one up, this is almost hard to believe. So this was a beauty technician that I shared the product with, and she'd been seeing a lady for quite some time, an elderly lady. And although she was going to her for different beauty treatments, she was never able to touch her feet because of this terrible condition she had on her foot. And she'd had it for 18 months, used lots of lotions and potions, and nothing was working. It was an infection that she just couldn't get rid of. She was using a walking cane because the situation was just so uncomfortable. And she started using Renew 28 over her body and really concentrated on this foot issue because it was something that was really a problem. And you can see the result. So 5 weeks later, the tissue on her foot has the colour has come back. That's the amazing thing. And it's also very smooth. And what I love to see on this foot, in the ball of the foot, is the really deep crevice that she has in the first photo to the change to that ball of the foot where it's just a line. So it really shows how it's plumped out and the tissues actually improve. So I love it. I love seeing these changes, and I will always be an avid user of this technology. Thanks, Nicole.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Jen. That's fantastic. We've got lots of comments. I've put a few of them up on screen as well for you to see of people's experiences. So, as well as the 5 of us that are here sharing today, lots of other people having great experience. Next up, we have another woman who has so much experience in the wellness space, Janine Babowskis. And I also met Janine, fairly early on. I flew down to Melbourne to meet her and run some events for her to introduce people to this technology. And Janine had some really phenomenal results herself and has got this technology out to so many people.
Thanks so much, Nicole. And thank you, everybody, for joining us today. It's such a great opportunity to learn about this fabulous technology. So a former colleague reached out to me 5 years ago because she knew I'd be interested in anything that's a breakthrough technology. But what she didn't know was that for 2 years I'd been struggling with my own health and well-being. I'd completely burnt myself out. And I'm a health practitioner. I had all the answers. I knew what modalities to use, what nutritionals to take, etc. And I wasn't getting the healing that I believe my body should be doing. And this really concerned me because it's like there was a missing piece of the jigsaw and I didn't know what it was. So when I looked at the redox, I knew it was safe. I didn't know if it was effective, but I ordered some in straight away because I'd been to India. I'd done all sorts of things and I just wasn't recovering. I was turning 60 and for the first time in my life, I was looking my age, and I'd never looked my age. So when you're starting to look rusty on the outside, you know that you're rusting out on the inside. In other words, you're aging much faster. Now, the areas of concern I had joint trauma, shoulder, elbow, and knees, and that wasn't healing. And, of course, I was turning 60 in about 5 months from the time my gel came in, so I started using it just twice a day on those areas of concern and just popping it on my face. Now, the surprise for me showed up in just 2 weeks. All my joint trauma was gone. I couldn't activate the discomfort no matter what I did. So my experience was I had complete healing in those areas that I've been struggling with for 5 years. 6 weeks in to just using it twice a day on my face, I had 3 clients come in that week, and the 3 of them went, have you been to Thailand since I last saw you? And I didn't really get it when they first asked. And they're like, you're looking kind of younger and fresher. Well, anyway, I was beaming. I thought, wow, that's the redox signaling molecules work. My skin cells are turning over faster like they did when I was younger. Now, here's the 3 surprises for me. And this is just in the 6 weeks. Number 1, my energy was going through the roof, right? I'm like gone from this burnt out person to all of a sudden feeling like I've got my mojo back. I wasn't expecting that. The next surprise was I had sun damage on my face. It really needed some medical intervention, and I wasn't willing to go down that road, and that just sloughed off my face. It was gone. And the third thing was I had a lot of veins at the back of my knees, and in 6 weeks all that blackness had gone, and I'd been wearing tights in summer for 10 years. So that was pretty exciting to me. It was January 2015 and I could throw my tights out. So and I met up with some friends, 3 of them, 2 of them were naturopaths, 6 weeks in, and they said, oh my God, what are you on? We want it because you look different and you feel different. So that was the beginning of my journey, and I've been so excited to keep using the molecules. I will never go off them. I'm 65 now, and my tube of Renew 28 goes everywhere with me. And of course, since then the drink came to Australia, so we're all using the drink as well. So that's the start of my journey. Really, really exciting, super measurable results. Thanks so much, Nicole. Back to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Janine. So that was, fantastic. And someone actually asked about the spider veins too. So, and I know you had a great result around that. Yeah, in the comments. So that was pretty cool. So our last speaker adds a little bit of a celebrity endorsement for Renew. But before we do that, there was one question in the comment here, which I would love for someone has answered it in the comments here, but I would love for Sally. Sally is actually on the medical professionals board for SIA, which has developed this technology. So this is the question here. How would the Renew 28 go in an area that's got screws in their hip? It's very painful. And Sally being the body specialist as well, I'll hand that one over to you to answer.
Sure. So using it on the body, it doesn't matter about screws or anything that's in your body. The Renew 28 penetrates straight through the skin, straight into the area. So wherever your issue is, whether it's a digestive issue, a discomfort issue, a hormonal issue, I always say to my clients, if you can touch the problem, that's where you need to put the Renew. And you need to put a lot of it often enough that you can actually get the redox molecules into the area to start signal communication so that the body can start to do what it needs to do to start to heal and repair. Best person to heal you is you and everything that's inside of your body. And when we use redox, we're using what your body already makes. We're just adding more of it to do the job that needs to be done to correct the patterns. So if it's inflammation, if it's a virus, a bacteria, whatever it is, the body knows how to heal it. Adding redox in is just enhancing all of those functions in the body so that you can start that healing process much faster. And when you have a tube of Renew and something hits, whether it's in your head, it's in your toe, or it's in your back or anywhere, you can apply that gel and start that process of healing very, very fast. So that's why I never leave home without it. You never know what is going to happen, or wherever you are, you've got something you can immediately do. So using the 3 in 5 technique on the hip or on the knee or on the shoulder, wherever those screws or plates or discomfort is, and getting enough of it in. I'll often say to a client, take the tube, use the entire tube in a week or in a few days, and it's cheaper than an appointment with me, and you're going to experience like having me in your back pocket, but you've got that you can be putting on yourself all the time when you've got an issue that's just causing you some kind of discomfort.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sally. All right, with that, I'm going to introduce our next speaker. So Julie McDonald is an Australian Olympic and Commonwealth champion. So she has shared with me on more than one occasion how she wished she had redox available when she was competing. So over to you, Julie, because you've got some really amazing things to share with us, I know.
Yes, thank you, Nicole. So 5 years ago, I'm always been competitive, right? So 5 years ago, I was doing a lot of work in the gym, and there was a push-up challenge. And so I was doing how many push-ups I could do in 3 minutes. And there was a lady beside me that was a bit older than me at the time, and she was beating me. And I was like, I just need to go harder. So I went harder. Within 2 days, I could not lift my right shoulder up above my my hip, let alone try and get some clothes on. And I'd done some serious damage to my neck. So I then, went to any specialist that was trying to help me. If someone recommended somebody, I was there. I was in a lot of discomfort. As I said, I couldn't dress myself. I couldn't brush my hair. And life had become extremely uncomfortable. So I went to 3 different physios. I went acupuncturist, I went a Bowen therapist, and then I went to see Sally, who is the body specialist with Scanner technology, and she recommended me the gel. And she said, Jules, use it like an addict and tell me what results you get. So I grabbed 6 tubes of gel. I used a tube a week on my neck, and within 6 weeks, I was able to lift my arms up with no discomfort. And I was incredibly liberated, and I'd spent so much money before I got the tubes of gel. And I was like, oh my goodness, I wish I had gone to Sally sooner, but is what it is. And so then, I have not had any discomfort since. Now, I'm also a stage 2 melanoma survivor, and we got this technology on Sasha's mum, my partner's mum as well. So you'll go, sorry, Nicole. So Sasha's mum had a stroke 12 years ago. She was on lots of medications as a result of that. And one time we picked her up from the hospital, and Sasha had said to the doctor, is there anything we can get her off? And he looked through the list. She was on 15 different medications, and he just basically said, no, she needs everything for what she's got or a side effect of what she's got. So he said, look, she's 75. She's only got another 5 or 10 years left anyway, so don't bother. Well, when Sasha's mum heard the doctor say this, you can imagine how it made her feel. When we got her home, she just wanted to give up. She did not want to continue in all the discomfort she was in and being rushed to hospital every couple of weeks from complications. So while we were there, she ripped her arm because of she had very thin skin. And of course, I always carry my tubes of gel with me. And I said, Mum, put this on twice a day. And we were picking her up 4 days later to get some stents put in for a knee replacement. And the results in this picture, you can see the one on the left on the Saturday, the 19th of March, was when she ripped her arm. 4 days later, we went to pick her up. The bruising had gone, which would normally last for a couple of weeks. The scab had formed, and that gave her confidence that this works. A week after that, you can see the skin, the scab is almost completely gone. And you can see her picture on the left from rubbing the gel on her face and neck twice a day at least. You can see the difference in the anti-aging that it's had with Mum as well. So she has, got incredible results. So with my skin, obviously as a swimmer, I was exposed to a lot of sun, and also I was a surf competitor as well. And I got stage 2 melanoma when I was 27 years old. And I sort of thought, what can I do from now on to keep my skin and my body avoiding more of these conditions? So when I started using the gel, and as Sally said, on my face and neck twice a day after I resolved my neck issue, I started noticing that my skin was looking a lot better, but also that my sun damage was sort of literally peeling off. And I would go 6 monthly to my dermatologist. I gave her the research on this technology and asked her to read it. And every time I go back, she says, just keep using it. And she has not had to burn anything off my face or body since, and she's not had to remove anything. And as you can see, the one on the left, things are actually literally falling out. So I will never stop using this technology. And I'm not sure if I got, oh yes. So when I did my, obviously when I did my nerve damage and my neck issue, everybody tried to recommend me all kinds of things. I went to a sports doctor and he tried to put me on medication. Literally everything I tried to get rid of this discomfort. Over the last 5 years, we have replaced all of this out of our medicine cabinet with just the Renew 28 gel. So we've, been able to recommend this to people to help them with all kinds of issues. And as you can see, we save a lot of money doing that as well. So we love this product and we'll always recommend it to people to help them live a better life and just age better as well.
Thank you so much, Julie. So yeah, you've got so many incredible different stories, and it's super amazing. So there's so many things that you can do with this product. So I want to thank everyone so much. There's been some great results coming in. I popped some of them up on screen with the 3 in 5. Here's another one that's come in just now, from a 6 out of 10 to a 2 out of 10. We had someone go from a 7 to a 0, from an 8 to a 2. From an 8 to a 1, an 8 to a 3. Amazing results, right? Just in this short time while we have been together talking. I wanted to give you all an opportunity to participate in our 28-day beYOUTHiful challenge, okay? So this is like just such a great way to introduce this technology into your life. So what if you really are serious and you've got some things going on like in your body where you've got discomfort, and maybe you've got some other things you want to address, and you really, want to address the wrinkles and the sagging skin and all of that as well. I would recommend like going hard for the first 28 days and using a whole tube a week, as Sally said, okay? So, you're using it very liberally all over the body. I've actually done a short video, which I'll post in this group, a 3-minute video, which shows you how to do a whole body daily ritual with this. So you just do it. It will take you less than 5 minutes in the bathroom after you have a shower in the morning, and then you can use it twice a day on your face as well. Okay, so how you can do this is you can get in touch with the person who invited you and get them to connect you up and get your Renew 28. Now, I would recommend that you talk to them and ask them about how you can get it wholesale. You're going to use it on your whole body once a day, face and neck twice a day. It comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So there is literally no risk to you to try this. If you try it and you're unhappy, you can send it back and you can get a full refund on your products. So pretty amazing. So that's like no risk for you to try. What we are going to ask you to do is, if you participate in this challenge, is to track your results. So we have put together a wellness tracker, and you're just going to go through and you're going to rate out of 10 different areas like comfort, recovery, hormonal balance, the way your skin looks, the way your skin feels, your energy levels. Really, really simple. And we're going to get you to take before and after photos, right? Because it's really amazing. And when you look at yourself every day, sometimes you don't notice the subtle changes. And then at the end of like a month, you're like, wow, that's amazing. And you saw some of the photos of what people's experience. We've also got some exclusive bonuses for you. We've got a Live Well guide. We'll put that into this Facebook group so you can access it, which has just got a few tips around healthy living, a bit of an overview of the company's other products. The wellness tracker is contained in there as well. We'll also be sharing product use videos and tips. You can also choose to do a VIP upgrade and actually upgrade to our whole anti-aging Renew Advanced Redox skincare system. So you can purchase this as a skin and body system, which comes with a cleanser, a moisturizer, and an intensive redox serum, which is stronger than the Renew 28. And you can save money when you do this. So in the US, you save $40 by buying it as a bundle. And in Australia, you save 78 Australian dollars by buying it as a bundle. So it'll be just relevant to your local currency, wherever you're watching in from. But this is a photo of my friend Jane. And I bought one of these kits back for her from the United States. And she'd been using Renew 28 for about 6 months. And I gave her this kit, and this was her results in like literally like overnight results, 11:30 p.m. Friday. It's my dodgy photography, so I know like that it's the exact times, until 8:30 a.m. Saturday morning, when she just added in the serum she was putting the serum on her eye areas, and you can see the softening and flattening that's happened there, even with my super, super dodgy photography skills.